Pretty Vague de chaleur, tourbillon de bonheur, c'est la fête dans mon cœur.
Good morning, Andreas. Good morning, Dominic. So I hope you read the pre-market analysis. So I'm trying to act accurately, and this SP500 is flying. Let me see if there is a entry for us. Nvidia has a deal with China, so I'm bullish as fuck. I think the London high is coming, and of course Asian high and higher prices. At least 94 is coming on SP500, guys. Can you hear me? Can you see me properly, guys? Can you give me a feedback, please? All right, thank you. Have you made your own pre-market analysis today? What's your plan for today? What you're looking for in the market? Let me see how the New York midnight is gonna act. YM is tanking, and I think SP500 is leading. Let me see the chat. Today was a bit difficult for me, my direction wasn't clean. So when you feel you are in the bad mood, just make sure you go with the half risk, okay? In that case you won't risk too much. But this Nvidia deal is crazy. I think 30,000 is coming from Nasdaq. The sell zone that we have is 74.94-ish area on SP500. The market is flying. I would like to looking for continuation higher at 10 o'clock. Until I'm not really touching the market. Even if it goes higher, this is C2. If you're waiting for the M5 changing state of delivery, it happened already, so you can try to target this high, because accumulation, manipulation, we are in this distribution phase. I go on the 5 minutes time frame. I would like to see the 576 to be tagging. So right now the price in C2 probably is gonna take out this, and ideally I wanna see C3 to going higher, London high. This is ideal continuation because I'm only bearish if the price would close below this level, and we made the C2 and we confirmed that the M5 changing state of delivery. So that means the C2 on the 1 hour time frame being confirmed, right? But I'm not trading C2, so I'm not looking for entry yet. Ideally we want to see these levels to be taken out in a minute. Here we go. We have a C2 here as well. Give me a second, guys. I have to set something with my side monitor on the left side. Okay, now it's better. Yeah. So there's a C2 here. Overnight high is coming. London high, Asian high, overnight high. At least London high has to be taken. A lot of low resistance liquidity. I'm looking for longs. Don't forget to like, guys, the video if you're new to the channel, and don't forget to subscribe, please. Thank you. Do you have any questions, Dominic or András? That's crazy. Market just went from 450 to 9, almost 600 at the open. Seems like AM high is gonna be taken. You sent the trade in Discord yesterday? Did you tag me? I haven't got any notification. Let me check. Just give me a second. Perfect. So this is a 1 hour candles on the 5 minutes time frame, so I can see way clear, and I use tools for that. So let me check the Discord. I haven't got any message yesterday. I mean, I see the Andres a trade in the trade reviews. Do you have any question with that trade? Because I saw Nicole answered and other people too. Let me see the trade. So what I would like to see, so you took a long, but was it a fractal? Because if I see where you entered, that was actually a bearish fractal, but you had a bullish SMT, I anticipate, right? So you and so I think what will be ideal when you send your entries the way that it's a bit easier to understand, like with annotation, why you entered, what you were looking for, because right now I see a bearish candle and you entered, I don't know where you exactly entered. I see you entered after the 5-minute changing state of delivery. But this is much more like an advanced long. Alright, Dominic, yeah. So my idea is to, if you have a chance, guys, you send to the trade reviews and we all of us will answer. Our London high is coming. That's crazy. I wanted to see a retrace or something before, but probably it's gonna go and take out. Yeah. London high is 639. That's crazy, guys. I mean, I want to see right now to take out. I don't want to see retrace and going out. It's too close, guys. It's like 10 points or 20 points. Yeah, 37. Wow. Okay, next is Asian high, guys. Probably it's gonna just fly to Asian high, guys. Like, wow. That's because the Nvidia news, guys. Wow. Yeah, I check the check now. Yeah, the problem is, I mean, now what we can do to looking for longs to Asian high. So ideally, because the London high was a significant high, I would like to see a retrace and a continuation higher inside the C3. This is a C1, C2 and C3, right? So that's a C1. This is a C2, and I would like to see a C3 continuation, but I have a feeling that it's really close, like 30 points. and we have low resistance liquidity here on the left side, you see guys. So what I want to see is the price to create a failure swing, something like this. So now it's ideal. I want to see consolidation, manipulation, and then going higher. And now we had a failure swing. The failure swings are here. So this is not bad. What we see right now, I want to see a C3 continuation higher. Okay. Good morning, Exactly. So the pre-market analysis is actually based on the anticipation. So what I'm looking for, where the you remember the PDF I have on in Discord, I tag you how I approach the market. So that's my actually the pre-market analysis. So I check the daily first, and I check, so every Sunday I check the weekly, daily for Monday, and in Monday I check the daily and the 1 hour time frame, only because my entry model based on 5 minutes and inside the 1 hour intraday range. So what I do is that I check what kind of price action we had in the last 2-3 days, but most of the time I only wanna trade intraday, so I need only to know the previous day. So the previous day high we took, right, on the daily time frame. Let me go on the 1 hour time. So let me put the 1 hour as well, the daily. So the daily was bullish, so I'm looking for continuation towards this pre-daily high, right, which is not a pre-daily high because it's a Asian high, but this is not accurate. Let me try to show on the daily here. So let me delete these. Okay, so you see we had a bullish candle. So because it's bullish candle and close above these candles, these previous candles, I anticipate bullish continuation higher. So what I'm looking for, based on fractal, I go on the 1 hour time frame and I see what the price and how the price is reacting around this daily point of interest, right? We retrace, but we still, now we're gonna make a bullish changing state of delivery. So probably we had the low of the day and we anticipate only higher prices for the rest of the day, or higher prices and retrace, but this is a low of the day. This should be protected inside this daily candle. Okay, so and on a 5 minutes time frame I'm looking for continuation, right, towards this Asian high right now. Ideally I want to see manipulation back to the range. We have many fair value gaps, but it's really close to the Asian high, so probably the price is gonna take it out. Yeah, so you see 82, 82 and 94, 10 more points. Damn, I'm sad because I wanted to long, but probably I won't have an entry because right now you see there is no entry. Even if you trade C2, you see there is no entry. You could enter here, but there would be like 100 point, more than 100 point stop loss. 101 point, no. So I'm waiting for this C3. So András, first I go to the daily time frame and I check the previous day candle and what my anticipation for the day. Is it bullish or bearish? Did we have a C2 bearish yesterday or bullish yesterday? Did we have a simple bullish candle or bearish candle? In that case, I go on the 1 hour time frame and I observe how the sessions actually were reacting to each other. And if the sessions, alright, we still have failure swings, that's nice. I'm gonna look for longs to the London high and the overnight high. So, and And after that, when I see how the price was acting in like Asian session and London session, then I have anticipation the New York is gonna be expansion towards or retrace, or it's gonna be a reversal. Ideally you don't want to trade London session, because so based on the structure, what you want to see how there is a Asian, there is a London, and there is a New York session. And if Asian session on ranging, that's ranging, and we have a sweep and the continuation higher through the London, we can anticipate the pre-market is retrace, or the New York open is a manipulation and we going higher through the rest of the New York session. So Asian and London sessions are important as an information how the New York will react. New York where the most of the liquidity injected to the market. So that's why I'm not trading Asian session or London session. Sometimes I used to trade London session, but the hit rate wasn't that good. Exactly, the 7-hour profiling is that actually can help as well, but as well if you see the 7-hour profile, what happened, we had this high 6 o'clock and we had this low 1 o'clock. So Dominic, what do you think, what we can expect of this candle? Probably we ask at the open, low, high, close, because these didn't take anything. So the 2 session was a range bound session, right? And we took out the low. So this is like accumulation, manipulation, and we have distribution towards higher prices. But because market is in a discovery phase, we have no information how the price can go. But right now there was a range high, there was a range low. We took out the range low and we target the range high. So I want to see something like this in the next 1 hour candle and target this high and higher prices. Is it understandable, guys? I see there are many people watching the stream. Please, if you have a chance, don't forget to press the like and subscribe to the channel. That's gonna help to grow the channel as well. Again, what I really don't like right now, overnight high was taken by SP 500, but Nasdaq left. I don't want to see SMT. I don't like the idea to have a SMT. I have a bullish changing state of delivery from the daily POI that actually signals for me that the low of the day has been set. Low of the day has been set as well here, if you see during the Asian session, and now I'm looking for higher prices. I got some error message. I hope the stream is still going. Let me see. Yeah, okay, I see there is like a couple of seconds delay. Let's say 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, there are like 4 seconds delay. I don't know why, but you see me and hear me properly, right, guys? So guys, if you wow, let me refresh. I can see the chat again. So if you see, yeah, me, please give me a feedback. Okay. So the stream is still good. All right. Okay, let me see the chat. Yeah guys, don't forget to like the video please, that's gonna help to grow the channel. I see we have more viewers than likes under the video, so just one click please. Let me see. Okay, so let's just wait for the next candle, 3 more minutes. Okay, thank you. Okay, I'm not taking care of this SP500 right now. I'm only looking for continuation here. So this is my whole range, and I would like to see that area to fall, which is a volume area high. I want to see closure above the volume area high and something like this to the Asian high. I know I don't like too long as well, but too short is way better, worse than when you're all-time high. We don't want a short. Let me go to the 5 minutes time frame. What I don't like, this is huge, so I want to see something like this. This is so juicy. No, that's not good. I don't want to see this. I don't want to see a C2, because that means the price is gonna reverse. No, that's not good. That's not good. Fuck. I can long now. I can, guys. This is a huge rejection. And we have only 14 seconds. We don't have a changing state of delivery now if we're not closing. But this is really weak. No closure then. Damn. Okay, no. I won long, guys. So my approach is different now. Because we opened, went lower, and then we went higher, almost took out the Asian high, overnight high, right? And we left a huge wick, like 130 points wick, and we took out the London high. So right now we have a 1 hour SMT between the two indices. You see that? So we have a, this is not I want to see. This is like a, took all the sell side liquidity, took all the buy side liquidity until London high, and left like, dude, you must be kidding. It's like 7 point. We have no closure. So right now what we have to observe is the 50% of this week, how the price will react this area. Sorry guys, I know we wanna have a trade today, but no thank you. We reached the minus 4, so if I use this almost reached the -4. This is huge retrace, only almost like a 70 point, 80 point, 90 point move in 1 5 minute candles, guys. Not ideal to trade this, so sorry guys. And if you want to see a more down move, you have to wait, the price is reacting, but we don't have a confirmation for the C2, right? Because this would be a C2 confirmation if the price closes below. Why? Because we have a C1, C2, this is a C3, right? This is a C3, but this week hasn't been confirmed yet because it didn't close below this red line, so not good. Gold, nothing, couldn't close below this level, so still bullish. Crude oil, as I mentioned in my pre-market analysis, I was looking for these lows. Now we took one of them, so accumulation, now we have a consolidation, so we have a trend, now we're ranging, and I was looking for the range low to be taken, this London low, this London low. So probably I'm gonna close crude oil. I don't wanna trade because this is a really low probability environment. We swept the London low, now obvious the price can go to the London high. This is a C2, this is a C3, but the daily anticipation is bearish, right? We had a C2, so we anticipate bearish price action. The 1 hour time frame, the medium time frame is bearish as well. So longing from this C2 towards this London high is the biggest problem why people losing money, because you go against the daily anticipation and you go against the medium time frame. So currently right now the price is back to the daily POI, so open, went higher, manipulated into the daily POI and continue the bearish medium time frame, bearish trend, and now it's retracing back to its order block here, and it can reverse and go lower. It can go lower, and people longing from here in the premise that they can take this London high is fake and delusional, because this is a lower probability environment. The daily anticipation is bearish, the 1 hour time frame is bearish. So why we would like to long into the against the 1 hour time frame and against the daily anticipation? I am more than happy to short if we have here a C2 and a C3 lower, but this is as well lower probability one, because if you see, this is the range and the price is inside the range, so I'm sitting on my hands. Is it understandable, guys? Gold exactly the same. You don't want to tell me this is ideal to trade. This is like a pure consolidation as well. We sweep the high, we sweep the low, high, low, high, low, high, low. This is not ideal to trade, so I'm not looking for trades as well here. I wanted to long, but this is not ideal as well. We took all the liquidity, and now it retrades back. We didn't close below this level, so it's still bullish, but this C2 hasn't been confirmed until we don't have a closure below that level. This Asian high was my final TP for today, but since the problem is that SP500 took it, so if the SP500 is gonna make a new changing state of delivery, then that's gonna actually disrespect this down close candles, and we can target higher prices and have no upper target, because currently the price in a discovery phase, right? So again, guys, don't rush, wait for the good entry. If you have any question, guys, just drop in the chat. You see, this is not ideal now. This one looks like much more like a short opportunity, if I can be honest. If I try to frame, even if you, yeah, there is no 30 minutes, but there is a 15 minutes. We get a 15-minute sweep and we close back to the range. That means this is your area where you're looking for continuation lower on the 1 minute time frame, because you get a C2. So you wanna see what the price can give you. This is the area. Only 1 minute. 1 minute. Here we go. We go on the 1 minute time frame. On 1 minute time frame. There we go. This is only 1 minute I wanna see. Okay, and this is the range. So if you have a closure below this level, that can be a short opportunity to going lower. Why? Because we had this bearish down moves. We have a M15 C2 down move. I'm not taking, I'm just annotating this. Okay, you had here, this is the last up close candle, this is a manipulation, this is the M15 point of interest, and then this is already, you see, like went higher and really slow, so it can be labeled as a consolidation. So be careful, because these small candles, these small moves, this is not ideal to short, right? Because this can be a consolidation and then going higher. So what you can do, if you want to learn to be a better trader, you mark the range high, and then range low, very easy resistance, and you're waiting for a manipulation out of the range or breakout. So this is a M15 point of interest. This is already like a consolidation, so you want to see a manipulation out. If you see a closure out of this and make a new OB, then you can short and target these equal lows and then lower prices. If you see something like this, then exactly the same, right? Are you with me, guys? Pom pom. And because of this, based on the M15, which, you know, it's if part of your plan, you can use and do fractals everywhere. This is the M15C2. I don't want to see an M15, only just M1. Here we go. Here you go. C1, C2, C3. But you see, this is much more like a consolidation, so be careful. Take it easy, yeah, András. Driving is crazy. And trading at the same time. Love it. All the people trying to short, now they're gonna lose their position. Who tried to long before, losing their positions as well. Ah, okay, that's nice. That's nice. Like how enthusiastic, szimpatikus, hogy mennyire elkötelezett vagy amúgy egyébként. Ez egy nagyon fontos dolog a traderkedésben. We have a SMT actually at the highs as well. You see how stronger the, but hasn't made any changing state of delivery. It's fun to see. Yeah. Yeah, I know. If I go on the 1 minute time frame, let me see if I can frame a short. Not like I want a short, I just think that's actually a retrace before it goes higher. So that was a high. And there was a manipulation out. Let me reverse. Exactly. You see the price came here, retraced to the imbalance. So it's funny to see this was a manipulation here. Price went higher, swept, we have a SMT, and this is right now a consolidation area. But what happened? Price came to this -1, went back to the fair value gap here, then went lower to the -2, which is usually if the market wants to go higher or it's just a retrace, it happens. And if you measure this whole move, probably that's a optimal trade entry. Exactly. So price retraced back to the OT, that was a -2, so probably the price is going higher. You got my point, guys? So I want to see downrange manipulation before it goes higher. And here we go. You see SP500 almost close higher. So if we have a 5 minute here, that can be a good frame for longs, right? Why? Because price disrespected the point of interest. So this is the point of interest. on Nasdaq. This is a low and this is a high. Okay, we had a swap here as well. So this was actually the point of interest, and the price didn't make a new bearish changing state of delivery. It made a bullish 5-minute changing state of delivery, if it makes. It's not yet. Okay, so if it's gonna close above this level, then the price gonna go higher. Yeah, that's true, András, that's true. So I think it's really nice to see what happened. We left this minus for retrace back of this leg. So this up move was a full move, and from here to here, that's 100%, and the price retraced back to this 5-minute order block, fair value gap, and that's a minus 2.5. So we anticipate higher prices, but here we cannot frame a long yet, but here yes, because if the price gonna close above this, that's gonna be a huge up move. And then see, we had this bullish order block here. So what happened, as Nasdaq retraced back to the fair value gap, not to the order block. SP500 retraced back to the order block because this fair value gap here. And now if it's gonna close above, that means this bearish C2 was disrespected already. So we can actually look for longs. Don't care about these, it's all-time high, I know, but we want to see a retrace. And then the problem is that it's 14 point at least, and that means you have to have 2R. It's like 20 something point. Yes. Right, are you with me, guys? So maybe it's better to wait a new order block, because I think the price gonna retrace to this, and if it's gonna close above, then we're gonna have a smaller stop loss and target 2R. So probably I'm looking for longs. Are you do you guys understand why I'm looking for longs? I'm gonna wait for this candle to close. I don't enter blindly, I wait for the next 5 minutes order block, and I'm gonna have a glass of water now. Alright, let me see what happened. Nothing. I want to see a retrace back to this all-time high, act as a support and helping us to go higher. Okay, gold is nothing that I'm interested, and I would like to see a short from this area back to this London low. Um, I would say it's really difficult, but that's not 100% sure as well, because um, if you work, let's say, Dominic, if you work as a waiter in a restaurant, you can go for the, but this is natural way. So let's say if you work in the morning, whatever kind of job you have, in Budapest you start trading 3:30, right? Or 2:30? No, I think it's 3:30. So 3:30, and you trade until 5, 6. So then you can go to work if you work for the night. Let's say if you work in the post office, in the warehouse, and you work the whole night, then you go home in the morning 7, you sleeping 1 o'clock, wake up, eat, do your pre-market analysis, make the market, and you go in the night to work, and you do this half year, and then you can be a trader, I guess. Or if you're a server, a waiter in a restaurant, you go for, let's say if you work in a hotel or hostel or motel, and you work from 5 a.m. to 11 a.m. You sleep 2 hours and you work on your trading ability. Or if you work as a waiter the night, usually start 6 p.m. and you go to 6 p.m. to work until, let's say, 12 o'clock. And yeah, obvious that case you have to double check if there is any chance to change not 8 to 4, but let's say 5 to or 6 to midnight. If you work as a customer service agent, you can go for the night job as well. Yeah, or you can save enough money. I mean, in average you should have enough money for 6 months if you lose your job. So let's say you save enough money for 1 year and you try to have some income, and then so 10 o'clock wasn't good, right? You understand why. So and then you just trying to survive and do. I've seen many people who had like the simplest retail job and turned to be a trader, but it's difficult. It's the most difficult way to make money. You can be a professional trader even if you swing trade, right, András? Because with this prop firm you cannot, but if you have a $25,000 account with any real broker, you can go and do this fractal analysis on the weekly and the 4-hour time frame. So you literally entering on the 50 minutes time frame and you let the trade go on the longer time period. I think what I do as well, I use when I do my portfolio, and so when I choose the stocks, I usually check the weekly and then check the 4-hour time frame, and I wait for the 50 minutes and then just let it ride for the rest of the week, because that's why I need the price to give me a 4-hour changing state of delivery from the weekly point of interest, and I enter when I have a weekly point of interest area, and if the price made 4-hour changing state of delivery, I wait for the next, or even inside the weekly point of interest, I'm waiting for the let's say we think in 1 week, so and then the price reaching the weekly point of interest, right? So now I want to see a new 5-minute changing state of delivery bullish on the SP500. So I see the weekly charts and I wait for the weekly POI to be tagged, and if it tagged, I'm waiting for what? A 4-hour changing state of delivery, because that anticipates or projects that idea that the weekly candle lowest point has been established. So that's where I want to enter, and I let it ride for the whole week, and then I close. But here as well, if you know, this is not a financial advice, but when you trade with your portfolio, and this is like a speculative portfolio, you make 10% or 15%. You don't want to make $1 million as well. So now I would like to see a new changing state of delivery on the 5 minutes time frame to be able to long. I don't think CFD is good, because CFD has, so what I've learned, I don't know about FTMO, I have never had a account with FTMO back then, but I tried, and I don't like Forex like Euro and USD, because those CFD, you know, they have different liquidity levels, and I've seen many times the futures Euro USD is different than the Euro USD Forex CFD, and who's gonna tell me why? How come if we use a currency it can be different? So that's why I like a futures market, because each contract, doesn't really matter which brokerage are you use, the same. If you use CFD, the levels are different. Sometimes there are bigger weeks because of the liquidity of the brokerage, and I think that's fake. I don't like it. Okay, this is not bad reaction. I want to see a 5-minute changing state of delivery here. Does a FTMO let you swing trade? Let me see, crude oil. No C2 opportunity yet. Gold, lol. We have SMT between Nasdaq and ES. If you can open with the future, so if you have a real brokerage like Ninja Trader or Traderweight and you put your money on, you can open a swing trade as well there too, but you have to have obvious amount of liquidity, like money on your account, to be able to actually trade with that. Let me see NVIDIA. Okay, CRWVV is flying. I like it because that's part of the NVIDIA ecosystem. No, the proper accounts. So just think about that. You have to pass the exam, right? The EVA. You have to make $3,000. And let's say if you're lucky enough, you make the $3,000 1.5 months, okay? Because you have no time limit. And then you have to make again $3,000 to be able to withdraw money, because you need a buffer, because it doesn't make any sense you pass your account and you make $1,000, you withdraw the $1,000, you only have $1,000 trailing, and then you can easily lose your account. So let's say you have to make $3,000 as a buffer, another 1.5 months. So that's 3 months already you have no income source. And based on the 1.5 months you make $3,000, it means you make $750 a week. That means in 1 month you can make $3,000-ish. Let's say $2,000. So the first $2,000 you can withdraw after 4 months. So you have to be disciplined for 4 months at least to be able to withdraw $2,000. But the key is that if you do this with 5 accounts at once, you have $10,000 ability to withdraw at the 4th month. And then the 4th month, if you withdraw $10,000, it's $2,500 for the month, like as a profit, if you divide. Oh yeah, you see again, broke out, you would enter here, but that can be a down move. Right now we don't know, so that's why I want to see a new 5-minute changing state of delivery. Close above and then enter, and just have 2 hours, and this should be protected. But as close we get to this 11 o'clock, the possibility is that the new one gonna be open, manipulate, and going higher and take out this level, because here this is a protected low of this candle, right? This is not protected. This is the second OB. I just want to play continuation 2 hours, and because the price went higher, retested this OB, and if the price close higher than this OB, then I don't want to see price coming back to this level. If it wants to go higher 20 points or 10 points, right? That's the idea of the trade. But we're getting closer. That can be, we can have a manipulation, liquidity sweep, and going higher is a chance higher. So right now I'm waiting. I need a closure. Mm-hmm. Exactly. Exactly. When you have a um, so Dominic, this is a good question. You or we traders like to use prop firms as a structural leverage, and that's why I don't really like to use prop firms. I see one Hungarian trader. He has like 6,000 subscribers and a lot of Hungarian people in the chat. Wow. He's trading a liquidity momentum trade idea. Let's go Nasdaq, take out this high. Yeah, so if we have a retest, then it can be a good long opportunity. So if it comes back, then it can be a good 2-hour trade. So I hope we're gonna have a long. I would like to long. Oh, this expansion is crazy. I want to see a retrace and going higher. At least we had a 5-minute changing state of delivery, right? So that bearish 1 hour C2 is not valid anymore. So this is the closest high. It's funny to see that actually still hasn't taken out. It's like 10 more points. I want to see all-time high on Nasdaq this overnight. Come on, Nasdaq. Go higher. That's crazy. It's gonna take out overnight high. Here we go. Took it. Alright, so no entry yet. Reach the 2 hour, guys. Nice. Hopefully we're gonna see a C2 here and we can start to short.
Jó, hogy ezt elmutattad? Hát igen, mert itt nagy zsebbuljad is lett volna szeptemberben. Milyen longot azt mondtad, várunk a 15-es pillanatot? Te miről beszélsz várunk? Szerintem amikor itt a várjában mondtad előttem, de melyik színnek
I don't like the idea that we don't have any pullback. I'm still looking for longs, guys. If we have this huge closure 1 hour time frame, I want to see an open low high close candle during the 11 o'clock. So doesn't really matter if there is no retrace right now, because the next candle is gonna be bullish. Then I will looking for longs as well, because it's all-time high. It doesn't make any sense to short. The probability means it's higher to go higher. I think Nvidia is flying like crazy. Yeah. ONDS as well finally woke up. Now it's still slow. Core wave, because of Nvidia, that one is flying too. Okay, if you have any question, guys, don't be shy. Just share. Dude, price is flying, that's crazy. Asian high, London high. Alright, ideally in the next 1 hour candle, I want to see open low high and close candles. I want to see new point of interest to be formed to be able to long, and I need a 5-minute changing state of delivery, and I'm gonna long. Oh, boom, boom, boom. Brutal. SP500 is brutal, guys. I'm doing some research of this Nvidia deal with China at the same time, guys.
Mon cœur danse la samba sur la plage, sable sur les doigts, vague de chaleur, tourbillon de bonheur. C'est la fête dans mon cœur. Câlin salé sous les cocotiers, élan d'amour comme au premier jour. Câlin salé sous les cocotiers, élan d'amour comme au premier jour. Câlin salé sous les cocotiers, élan d'amour comme au premier jour. Je m'envole sur cette île douce, saveur sucrée et parfum d'été. Sur ma peau, loin des idéaux. Quand je te vois, mon cœur danse la samba. Sur la plage, sable sur les doigts, vague de chaleur, tourbillon de bonheur. C'est la fête dans mon cœur.
So let me show you, Dominic. If you go on Discord, I uploaded, if you go under my section, you see the monthly result. And if you see April 1st to April 30, the first week I had 2 trades, 2 wins. The second week I had 3 trades, 2 break-evens and 1 win. And the third week of April I had 2 trades, 1.22R and break-even. And the fourth week I had 2 trades, 2 wins. And the last week I had 2 trades, 1 break-even and 1 win, 2R of course. And last week I had 2 trades, 2 wins. Previous that week I had 2 trades, 1 win, 1 break even, no loss. And before the week I had 2 trades, 2 wins. And this week already, I had only 1 trade, and that was 1 win. So I would say weekly 2 trades, 3 trades, and I go for 2 hours. So I'm not scalping. Most of the times I'm waiting for a good entry and I enter. I mean, this was that SP500 was a great entry here, but the price didn't came back, so sadly no entry. So weekly 3 trades I have, yeah. But if you go under my section, there's like YoloVanCoin trades. I was really happy, and if you check my videos, there was 1 week when I made 5 wins and no losses as well. So I made a 10-hour trade. No, 10-hour wins, sorry, in 1 week, and that was like 5-6 weeks ago, or maybe 7 weeks ago. I uploaded the video that I summarize all the entries. That time gold was different. That was more, I would say, simpler to trade. Gold, I don't know, gold is not really ideal to trade. Look at this. This is not, so the fractal model works most of the time when we have a trend, right? And this is not a trend environment. This is a consolidation environment. So most of the time people try to force trades when we have a trend consolidation environment, and that's why they're losing money. I learned to sit on the sideline to wait for the trend environment. This is consolidation. On here we go. You see, I was waiting for what a C2 here, and we have 1 more minute. So this is a C2, 1 hour. This is the point of interest when I want to see the price coming back from this open to this level. This is a trading inside the ranging. If I go on the 5 minutes time frame, I would like to see a manipulation higher and going lower, and the London low is the target, and this was my idea. That's what I was waiting for. And the difficult part again, like let's say the price moving without you, and then we feel like we wanna FOMO in. So C1, C2, right? The C2 SIP was confirmed by the 5 minute changing state of delivery. This is a point of interest where I wanna see. This is a 1 hour OB. So this is a H1 bearish OB. Price made a C2 bearish C2 inside the bearish OB. I want to see price coming back to retest this level, something like this, make a new changing state of delivery. I enter, put my stop loss here and go for 2R. This is my crude oil entry, and this London low and this pre-market low is my doll for the trade. So, but I have losses as well, so I'm happy to have less losses. I put my stop loss in break even when the price reached the 1.5R, and that's why maybe I don't have that many losses, because ideally I don't want to see the price going back to my entry level after reach the 1.5R distances or distance, because since then I need just only 0.5R to be a winner trade. So I don't want to have the price to reverse on me. That's why maybe I have less losses or 0 losses last month, because that's my idea. So let's say this is a short, this is a 1.5R here. Let me show you this one, and then this is your 2R. So blah 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 blah, you enter, the price going to this level, and this is your final TP, right? You don't want to see the price coming back to this level. If it comes back this level, then it's gonna go against you and take this high as well. Most of the times I learned that on the hardest way, because I got losses and I was like, you know what, I don't want to see the price coming back. If it comes back, I put my stop loss a bit. So when I say break even, that's a profitable trade as well, but it's like a couple of points, just cover the commission. So I put my break even here, and if the price comes back for this level, I'm out in break even, and then I don't care if the price is going lower, because why the price should come back 1.5R distance if that's only like, usually when I have the target is like a swing low or something, you know, or internal low. So I don't want to see the price reversing on me. That's why. So right now what we can see a sweep and then a closure, because we have this fair value gap here, and it's intact here, and if you see, this is that high and this is that high, so it's like an equal high. So ideally we want to see a sweep, close back, so that's gonna create a high resistance liquidity, because this is a high resistance liquidity run. I want to see a high resistance liquidity run here as well, and then reverse on the early shorts, and then going, probably I won't wait for the retest, I just enter the very next candle open and going lower to this 2R. Okay, so this is the idea of my trade. Daily anticipation is bearish, but it's consolidating. 1 hour time frame, medium time frame is bearish as well, so I would like to see continuation lower. Price retest with this 5-minute OB here. So we had a C2 closure, which is not good, but on SP 500 we have a stronger closure. So what I would like to see is the open low high close candle. So this is my point of interest, and went higher, open it straight, went higher, so I want to see any of this fair value gap to be taken inside this point of interest. So I wouldn't long right now, because I want to see open low high close, and then we have a bearish C2 here, so I would like to see this level to hit. This is a 5-minute fair value gap, so I would like to see something like this, and then I would long. This will be a protected low, and this fair value gap is here, and this is just a one black candle, one down close candle. I don't think so that's strong. Okay, price is retraced back to this level, which means it actually retested this OB. So for the new OB, I want to see a closure below this level. If I don't have a changing state of delivery, I won't looking for shorts. As well here you see, so if the price wants to go on this respect this point of interest, you would like to see, this is a point of interest, you would like to see a bearish continuation here, but this candle this sweep hasn't been confirmed yet, because there's no closure here. So probably Nasdaq is gonna make a new 5-minute changing state of delivery. This respected this point of interest, so even this can be a good long opportunity to target higher prices and put your stop loss here and go for 2R. If you have a, this is like a, because this point of interest was disrespected, right? So, and then we had a strong bullish closure on SP 500. So ideally we don't want to see this 1 hour point of interest, the price going higher than, you know, the high of this 1 hour point of interest, because, and that's not ideal. And if it closes above this change 5 minutes bearish down move from this previous down close OB, you see what happened, went higher, retested, and now it's expanding up from this area. So I think it's not bad to looking for longs here, but this is like an inverse fractal. This is like more advanced fractal, I guess. So yeah. Who's gonna take the long? Yeah, I think that was a pullback of the Nvidia. So Nvidia exactly pulled back like this. So probably Nasdaq is the Nvidia right now. So I think Nvidia is gonna go higher. Yeah, so you could enter here, or you can wait for the retest as well, because why not? It's really up to your strategy. If you entered here, let me draw two different kind of entries. One if when you entered here, you go for 2R, and one if you wait for the retest. Both of them like okay if you take. But I think the price gonna go take out this high, retest, and then going higher. And then this is really bullish as well. Probably SP 500 won't come back this deep because the whole market is expanding crazy. So now if you take the open, sorry, the close of the candle or the retest of the candle, you will be in the trade, and once there will be your stop loss here, sorry, no, break even. So this entry break even is here. Where's my break even? And this is gonna be, let's say, 2R. Okay, and this entry break even would be a bit higher. That's really nice to see. If you wait and sit on your hand, then you can have a better entry than chasing price move. I'm gonna put this on the left side. Okay, and this would be your 2R. Here we go. Let's see who's gonna win. Let me see other influencers. Oh. It's up to you how much risk you would put on your trade. So this is what this is, a disrespected C2. So but the C2, the highest probability that the C2 will be disrespected if it actually take this high. In that case, this C2 is not valid anymore, so we can anticipate higher prices because people were shorting from this area, and we can anticipate that price gonna go higher. And how much risk you take, it's always based on your risk appetite. I would say if it's a B setup, I do half than A setup. So what I can't emphasize enough, you guys, that you take always the same risk. My bad, sorry. So if you risk a $50, you risk only $50, always with the same trade idea. So when you have let's say you're risking $100 each A graded setup, you risk $50, and then you change the contract numbers to be able to have the same risk amount. Okay, and another thing is that you see the Asian high was retested and it supported the price to move higher. So we want to see the price to expand soon. We took out the high. This 1 hour candle had the shallow wick here and wants to expand, and the whole narrative is really bullish because of the Nvidia. So how much you usually risk in Zactist? You risk $150. Okay, that's a A. This is a A or B. So this is not good. 150 and 100. You should risk 75. You have to go half risk, okay? Okay, so even 250 with the $50,000 account is crazy. So I think if you risk like 250 and you're able to lose like 4 times a row, you're gonna lose $1,000 already. I want to see expansion now higher. I want to see acceptance higher. Let me see Nvidia. Yeah. Nvidia still going. Who took this entry? If you take, why did you take? Let's go Nvidia. I want to see Nvidia to take a 235, 5.50ish level. I'm gonna see a huge move now on Nvidia to reach the 235, 5ish. So you didn't take it? What was the reason why you didn't take the trade? Let's go Nvidia. Oh. Waiting patiently, the reason was all-time highs. I don't really entering that high up. Well, because all-time highs I don't really want to short, but when I see a 5-minute change in state of delivery, so here the idea what was. So here we had this, oh shit, I forgot the crude oil. You see crude oil made the entry as well, guys, if you wanna go for 2R or something like that. Let me give it 2R. So open went higher, and now it made, so you could enter after this closure and target 2R. So the idea of this trade was that here we go. So the idea was what? Let me go on the 1 hour time frame. I need this one too to see here. Okay, so what was the idea in exactly? This was a C2 from Asian high, right? So ideally we wanted to see shorts, but the 1 hour time frame is bearish, the daily anticipation was bullish. Sorry, the 1 hour time frame is bullish and the daily anticipation was bullish. So we don't want to short against the medium time frame and the daily anticipation, okay? But the price disrespected the 50% of this week, where we usually would like to see the price reject and going lower, right? So that was a point of interest, which is the 50% of this week and the closure. So we wanted to see the price open, manipulate and going lower, but it didn't happen. It went higher and make the 5 minutes changing state of delivery. So this C2 is not valid anymore. So what we want to see, we want to see continuation higher. Here as well, we want to see continuation higher. Here, if you enter here, this is a week closure. We have 2 weeks and we have 2 weeks here as well. So probably there is like a absorption here. So price opened, went higher, closed back. So if you enter, it will be a loss probably. But we will see. This would be the entry. I didn't enter because I forgot to check the crude oil, sadly, but it's okay. So I didn't enter, but it is what it is. And but that would be a valid loss if you enter. And gold, still nothing. So that would be the idea. Here we go, 235.4 is reached on Nvidia. I want to see 235.5ish. Let's go Nvidia. Let's go Nvidia. Fly, baby, fly. Let me put my position in break even. So I put my position in break even, guys, a bit earlier, but probably it's gonna take it out. So now I'm risk free. My stop loss is here. So I wanna see a quick move to this level. I entered the retest of this order block, and I want to see the price to reach my level. Beautiful. Let me show you guys. So you see my entry there. Yeah, something like this. Do you understand, guys, why I entered the trade? Oh, I see we got more people to watch the stream. That's perfect, guys. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video if you think there is a value. And I'm not an ICT trader, so I do trade fractal model. So Dominic, you see why I entered, or Andres, do you see why I entered? I was explaining to you exactly. Do you have any questions based on my entry? Come on, Nasdaq, give us a 0.5R and I will be happy. I don't like this reaction. Ooh. Why did you enter earlier? I entered the retest of the 5-minute changing state of delivery. Let's go, Nasdaq, fly, baby, fly. Oh, 3 minutes, yeah. I'm working on the M15 and M1 narration to be able to be more mechanical. But I like to use 1 hour and 5 minutes time frame. Sorry guys, I'm getting sleepy. Let me open the window to have some fresh air. I'm gonna just turn off the camera a bit. I'm gonna be here. Alright, I'm back. Probably it's gonna be a break-even trade because I don't like this rejection here, because if you see this rejection is a swing formation, and this is a M5 C2, this is a M5 C3, and the whole range is this whole move. And if this a retrace, then probably the price is coming to retrace this fair value gap, but doesn't make any sense to come back to this fair value gap, right? So probably sorry, probably the price gonna go like this, because why we should have a swing formation here? There is no higher time frame level, nothing, right? And this is a swing formation, this is a swing low, this is a swing high, and if it wants to come back for the point of from the optimal entry, it should come back this area. But because once it already retested the order block after this plays through, that I don't want to see the price to close below this fair value gap, because that case the price gonna go back to this order block and going lower. So probably there's gonna be a break-even trade, and that's why I like to put break-even after 1.5 hour, because it doesn't make any sense to sit and have a loser trade when we were so close to the price to take out our target, right? Are you with me, guys? Probably that's a failure swing. I mean, there is a tiny fair value gap here as well. I don't like to use that fair value gap, that's so small. And now it's actually, if you see, it made a 5-minute SMT. Because you see this low and this low, but you see this low, right? So this low and this low is a 5 minutes SMT that can project that the price wants to go higher. And you see this and this is SMT. So because this SMT happened inside the 5 minutes fair value gap, I would like to see higher prices, like to take out this high at least or higher, because that case on the lower time frame we have this market maker buy model. This is the original consolidation, right? So we manipulated lower, and this is a distribution, manipulated lower, and we want to see a new distribution. So that's the idea behind that I anticipate. We have a fair SMT inside the fair value gap. So that means if the price wants to go higher, doesn't have to come back lower to this fair value gap, because Nasdaq already went into that fair value gap. But if it goes lower, then the price gonna reverse on us and gonna go start the retrace, which I'm not a fan of it, but the break-even trade is still valid. And as you can see, I put my position in break-even based on logical things, not because of fear or emotion. And then of course I can be wrong, it can just take me out and go higher, but honestly I don't care until I follow my rules. You see, so this fair value gap is not valid anymore. Actually this SMT is not valid anymore, and if the price wanted to go higher, shouldn't go lower than this fair value gap. Who is with me? I see not that many people watching my stream right now, but it's okay. I'm not sure. I'm not sure because so this trade can be a break even or a winner, and if I win, I'm not sure if I coming back to trade VM. I mean, yeah, it's really funny. Maybe if I do push-ups and other things, maybe I will, but I'm fine with that. I'm happy to see these people who wants to work on themselves, not just you know um, money scam stuff like make $1 million in 1 minute and shit like that. I wish I would buy Apple when it was cheap. Nvidia is up 4%. Service now is up 5% today. Nice. I have a now as well. That's good. Guys, if you like to share my YouTube channel with other discords and other people, I'm more than happy to let you. The price is really slow now. I don't really want to see this. I think it's gonna reverse on us. $50 is a Pasalal from 20k Lucy Dome. What is Lucy Dome? You can have a $50,000 account is like $89. Let me check for you. Yeah, it's $89. The only question is that The $25,000. What's the rules? How much you can make? I have never used a $25,000 account. Yeah, probably it's a consolidation right now. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. I appreciate it. I think that's a good idea to put your work into it. What those rules you have to pass? Who would come to check the PM session if I'm gonna trade? It's a good question. Probably it's gonna be a break-even trade. This trade. You see, guys, this is another important thing what I learned. If you're not waiting for the retest, you have a not that good entry, and you wouldn't be in the break-even position yet. And if it's gonna go against you, it's gonna be a loss. When you wait for the retest, you put your position in break-even. If you go against you, it's a break-even. So it's much better to wait than just enter, having bigger profit target, bigger stop loss, than having smaller TP and smaller SL. Alright, yeah. Yeah, I feel tired as well because this price action is sucking my life energy. It's difficult to read, to not FOMO in when you see the big moves and other things. Let me see the crude oil. You see? So when you see this price action, you should close your position. This is like a pure consolidation. So right now the C3 hasn't happened yet. What we anticipate, we wanted to see what? We wanted to see a clean move, right? But this is not clean. This is a, I would say this is a consolidation, low consolidation high. So probably because the launch is coming. Yeah, Nasdaq is gonna hit our stop loss. Yeah, I moved. This is my room, the new room, and this is my setup. I have one monitor here, so I have one monitor like this. I see the chat, and this is where I have my trader weight. On the right side I have, if I wanna do whatever I want, another monitor, probably I will use another account here with another broker company, and this is where I have my main monitor, which is my MacBook Pro, and I see that trading view right now. So, and this is a range low here. So you see, that's why we avoid, when we have this weak closure, we don't really enter. I want to close gold. Yeah. Sometimes I like to read the news here. So let's say financial news and other things. I mean, they trade in the morning. Sometimes they wake up to trade London session as well. London session as well. Yeah, no news at all. So we have a pure consolidation, which means not that good, because when I have my break even, right, this level is a range high, sadly, and my range low is here. So if the price wants to go higher, probably has to sweep the low and then turn around, or it goes higher and then gonna go lower. So my exit liquidity is gonna be the breakout traders entry. Yeah, but probably I'm gonna wrap up the live right now. And then I'm gonna post this trade in the group later. Do you have any question, guys? If not, thank you for seeing my streams, and let me close the screens already. Okay, so have an amazing rest of your day, guys, and see you tomorrow, maybe PM session, I'm not sure, probably not, doesn't really matter the results of this trade. It's almost 5 PM here, so I'm a bit tired, and I guess 6 PM in Hungary. I'm done for the day, and if you have any question, leave a comment in the comment section. If you're a member of the Discord, then leave a question in the discussion room and tag me YoloVanCoin, and then have an amazing rest of your day, guys. Okay, ciao.